A, and that's your final answer?
Well, thank you so much, Sandy, and welcome to another exciting week in America. One of the things I wanted to start off with, which wasn't in our planned outline, is that the FBI is reporting increased chatter, and that is that they are monitoring things. And just as they now, we know, reported to the Capitol Police that the FBI had heard chatter days before the riot that happened, the unacceptable riot that happened on January 6th at our nation's capital, the terrible violence, the 5 dead reported so far. Over 100 people have actually been arrested. They say they're looking at up to 300 people. But moving to today, the FBI is saying they're hearing chatter about violence, even in Washington, but at various capital cities throughout the United States during tomorrow's very unusual, basically a virtual inauguration tomorrow, from what I'm hearing. But I want to call out to people, many of the people watching my show are what I call normal Americans and conservatives, probably not a lot of liberal listeners. But I want to encourage everyone to understand that violence is not the way, that it's extremely important that we respect the rule of law. We have seen what happens when irresponsible government leaders permit the violence that happened in Portland and Seattle and Minneapolis. And the irony of that is that the people who suffer most are low-income people, many of whom are minorities. And supposedly these riots were supposed to be celebrating ending police violence towards minorities. I'm not sure how you advance the cause if you hurt the minority community and where they live. So the rule of law, virtually all conservatives will tell you that the number one document in the world as far as they're concerned is the United States Constitution and its amendments. And I think it's extremely important, and call on all Americans, regardless of political viewpoints, to not engage in violence, to respect the democratic system, and to be involved in the democratic system, which involves voting and speaking with your neighbors and education. It does not involve violence, especially not the senseless violence that we saw at the U.S. Capitol.